What's up, sports bettors? I got a lot of last minute bets. So there are some pretty crazy line discrepancies. I got a $5,000 entry on PrizePicks. I'm about to lock in a play on Underdog Fantasy. So let's just start out going through this first pick. Okay, so my first play is from the OddsJam Sportsbook screen. You go to Sportsbook, you go to Sportsbook screen. Pretty simple. And basically the way you want to use this tool is you want to look for big discrepancies. So if you look at Jackie Young, all the books have her at 26.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. There's no discrepancies. There's no value in the market. But take a look at Nneka. PrizePicks, in fact, ParlayPlay. I'm actually building a slip right now on ParlayPlay. So maybe we'll finish that off here in a bit. But they have her line at 28.5. Underdog Fantasy is 25.5. I know, WNBA, not exactly, everybody's top, maybe your favorite sport to bet on, but this is a 3-point middle, right? We take the over 25 half on Underdog Fantasy, the under 28 half on ParlayPlay, or the under 27 half on PrizePicks. That's a big middle. Right? Like if she has exactly 26, 27, or 28 PRAs, which is really likely, this is a 3-point discrepancy. You're going to win your over on Underdog. You're going to win your under on ParlayPlay. So this is the first prop bet that I'm locking in, and we'll get to PrizePicks here in a second. But first, I'll just lock in this bet, and then we can kind of go through it. So my first play is right here, $500 on Underdog Fantasy to get that juicy 6x payout. So I have Candace Parker under 12 points, Nneka over 25.5 PRAs. Again, we found a crazy middle there, and Grant Williams over half of a turnover. So this turnover play I found on the OddsJam Fantasy Optimizer. So I've explained this before, but as a sharp bettor, you want to have as many sportsbook accounts as possible, right? Like if you are just using PrizePicks, sign up for Underdog Fantasy. There's a link below to sign up for all these sports books. Underdog Fantasy gives you a $100 deposit match. So does this platform ParlayPlay, so I'll include links below. If you sign up with promo code OddsJam, you're going to get a $100 head start. Your net profit is already going to be $100 when you just sign up because they offer $100 deposit matches. But the way this fantasy optimizer works is it just shows you the profitable picks in green, right? So it's a little different than, the sportsbook screen, which we looked at first, but this is still where I find a lot of my plays on Underdog, ParlayPlay, Jock Market, these different fantasy sites, PrizePicks, and you're going to see the pick in green is Grant Williams over half of a turnover. All the books have the over heavily favored. So I've explained this before, but like if we go back here, what you're going to notice about this platform, Underdog Fantasy, is right here, right? They don't change your payout. You're going to see any 3-pick entry. It doesn't matter if you take overs, unders. It doesn't change your payout. Any 3-pick entry, you're getting a 6x payout. So basically what you want to look for is exactly what we're seeing on this fantasy screen is spots where sportsbooks have one side heavily favored. And for Grant Williams, his over half of a turnover is really heavily favored, around like minus 150 odds. Caesars has his over all the way up at minus 169. So all the books are telling you, he's a lot more likely to go over as opposed to under half of a turnover. So obviously you want to take his over half of a turnover on Underdog Fantasy. They're not changing your payout based on you selecting over versus under. And all the bookies are telling you, Grant Williams, he's a lot more likely to go over as opposed to under. So that's the first player prop the first play that I went with on Underdog Fantasy. So 2 WNBA picks, Candace Parker under 12 points, Nneka over 25.5 PRAs, Grant Williams over half of a turnover. So then we can switch over to PrizePicks, right? So we can look at PrizePicks, and you're going to see there's some different plays available, right? This is why you want to have as many sportsbook accounts as possible. Get that $100 deposit bonus, from Underdog, but all these books have different lines from one another. So you're going to see PrizePicks, they don't have the same lines as we kind of saw earlier. But the way that PrizePicks works is it's another fixed payout platform. They just have different lines, slightly different payouts. But what I ended up going with is, again, like, you never know which of these platforms is going to have value on a given day. If you look at my results in 2023, I have a bunch of sports books. Some books I'm running hotter, some books I'm running colder. I use over 40 sports books. Again, different books are legal, available in different locations. But regardless, you're going to see I'm up, 8.5K on FanDuel. I'm up 32K on Underdog Fantasy. So I'm running cold on Fliff, a little cold on DraftKings. I'm up on WinBet. But all this contributes to a lot of profit long term. You never know which book is going to be slipping up, offering profitable bets on a given day. So on PrizePicks, I grabbed, that same play, Grant Williams over half of a turnover, but they had a few other plays available. They have Strus under 15.5 PRAs, Williams under 6.5 points, and Brown under 9.5 rebounds plus assists. So what I ended up going with on PrizePicks, $5,000 play, big bet, is Chase Anderson over 2.5 Ks, Strus under 15.5 PRAs, Grant Williams over half of a turnover, Nneka under 27.5 PRAs, Robert Williams under 6.5 points, right? So just 6 picks. And again, like, our goal, we're middling Nneka. We got over 25.5 on Underdog. We're taking under 27.5. That's a big middle. 2 points. You usually don't see 2-point discrepancies. That's crazy. Crazy, right? If she has 26 or 27 PRAs, we're going to win both our over 25.5 PRAs on Underdog. We're also going to win the under on PrizePicks. So long story short, finding plays with an edge. We'll next go through ParlayPlay. So that play I already went through in a different video. But what we can do is we can build one together. So I'll just go ahead and I'll reload ParlayPlay. I mean, literally day in the life of what I do every day. So we obviously want to take Nneka's under 28.5 PRAs. That's even better than PrizePicks. And then you're going to see I'm, taking this Robert Williams under 6.5 points. I'm taking Grant Williams over 7.5 points. This Ohtani play I already used in another entry. So what I'll do is I'll take Verlander over 6 hits allowed. So we can just go here. I try to move quickly. These great bets don't last forever. But again, ParlayPlay, this is all I'm doing. I'm grabbing these picks from the Fantasy Optimizer, these sharp bets, and I'm checking as many sportsbooks as possible. ParlayPlay, they offer you a $100 sign-up bonus when you sign up. So definitely recommend signing up for ParlayPlay. And we'll kind of go through a little bit of the math behind it here in a second. But now you can see, we have 5 picks. We need one more. So we want to take Butler over 6 assists. This play I haven't taken yet. Grant Williams over 7.5 points. Horford under 2.5 assists. Unfortunately, I already used that play previously. ParlayPlay, you're going to notice they only give you on 6-pick entries. So let's just go back to the sportsbook screen. So now we're kind of like creating a slip together, and I'll kind of show you, like, the WNBA had a lot of inefficiencies earlier today. So I'll just go ahead, I'll pull up player points, and I'm literally hunting through the market. Where are discrepancies? Where are discrepancies? Any big discrepancies? Ooh, here's one, Kelsey Plum. Boom, we found one on the sportsbook screen. Take a look at this, right? I'll zoom in a bit. Kelsey Plum's line is 19.5 on ParlayPlay. Underdog is at 18.5. All the sports books are at 18.5. Well, actually, Betano's at 20.5. So maybe we want to avoid this play. I didn't even see them. Not even sure what this sports book is. But again, as a sharp bettor, you treat every book as a data point. So here, there's another discrepancy. Maybe you want to middle it, right? WNBA, a ton of inefficiencies. You could take the over on Underdog. You could take the under on ParlayPlay. And you have a 1-point middle going on. That seems pretty good. But what we can do is we can just check out a couple different betting markets, see if there's any big discrepancies on ParlayPlay. So here we see a decent one, right? Chelsea Gray, they have her line at 20, right? Points plus assists on ParlayPlay. PrizePicks, Underdog, and Betano have her line at 20.5. So that seems a little decent. But ideally, we want to find, the best possible play. So we can pull up... And here you can see in point plus rebounds, there's a discrepancy on PrizePicks. So Jackie Young over 22.5 points plus rebounds. That seems pretty good, right? You can see her line is 23.5 on PrizePicks and Underdog. So we'll go back here, and then we want to take Young over 22.5 points plus rebounds. Hopefully nothing moved on us. They only give you a maximum bet size, again, of 60 bucks. Again, sign up for all these sports books. Take advantage of the $100 deposit bonus. You know, you need a bunch of books if you want to make money sports betting, and all these sports books offer a nice little sign-up bonus, and you're going to see, boom, got it down. So finding sharp bets, super fun, absolutely love it. So we just got Jackie Young over 22.5 points plus rebounds. The two other data points in the market, PrizePicks and Underdog, have our line at 23.5. We have Butler over 6 assists, Verlander over 6 hits allowed. All these plays were from the fantasy screen, the NBA plays and the MLB plays. Williams over 7.5 points, Williams under 6.5 points, Naneka under 28.5 PRAs. If you have any questions, my email's in the description. Love making money sports betting, love teaching sports betting to other people. Let's get after it. Let's make some money, guys.